When I was 18, just after my first child was born, the Commonwealth Games were held in Jamaica. World records were broken. Now 48 years later, my grandson is here, 18 years old. He is entering the third stage of education. Jamaicans of Josh's age group are doing great things at the Commonwealth Games. But it's time to eject the ruling family of Britain and outlaw any ruling class in Jamaica. So over to you now, Josh.
I'm just looking forward to entering a new stage in my life, and hopefully I can spend some more time at the show where I can get advice from some other people who have been through the same things that I'm about to go through now.
Well, thanks. I'm so glad you'll be here at the University of West Indies. Straight up, News Talk 93 FM. I'm Jerry Small.
My way is long, so long, but the road is foggy, foggy. My head never swell, my heart never leap, I never have no cape, I'm waiting. My head never swell, my heart never leap, I never have no cape, I'm waiting, even though the road is so foggy, foggy, yeah. Can hardly see. Cha-cha is my high sight. Be it high, be it high. Be it high, cha-cha. Cha-cha, be it high. High and high and high and high and high. High and high and high and high.
Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up for Today. Morning, welcome to Straight Up for Today. Today is the 11th of September. It's also a new year. It's a new year in the Ethiopian calendar, Ethiopian New Year. And a pure fogginess are going all about the place, Pure fogginess are going up, and it seems like it's not a solution. But anyway, I saw a feature last night, very interesting feature on TVJ, Nadine McLeod, having gone undercover, to find out more of the reality of the situation. Went undercover more than one time on the so-called back road of Port Henderson of Portmore on Port Henderson, the back road, where for one reason, because of the multiplicity, because the whole heap of hotel, whole heap of guest house, whole heap of rental space, short time rental, because of a lot of those hotel guest house rental spaces being out there, the back road for Portmore for some years now was the back road for Port Henderson now, some years now has taken over as one of the main district of sex business and prostitution. Thank you very much. That is Miss Maureen, who take care of us up at News Talk 93 FM. Yeah, the back road at Portmore there take over as one of the main business complex of the sex industry in Jamaica. And one of the things that was stated in the feature done by Nadine McLeod, and we have to congratulate and appreciate her work that she has done, because she have to go undercover, learn how the business go. She even had to stay out there under the same conditions like the ladies out there, the females out there, the women out there, the girls out there. It was stated that there are more than 18,000 sex workers in Jamaica. But it better them say there was more than one sex worker in Jamaica. Cause I believe 18,000 is a small number. If you're talking about the numbers of people who survive by sex trading sex in Jamaica. 18,000, no man. But they say it's more than one. More say it's more than 18,000. Plenty more than that. Supposed to more than 100,000. Whether part-time or full-time. Anyway, one of the young women there, we give her nickname or our trade name as Quality. That different from quantity, She said that sometime it's possible for her to work $20,000 to $30,000 a night. $30,000 a night. And one of them even planned to send herself not only back to school, but planned to go on to university. She even identified the university in California that she wanted to go to study law. So you see how serious some of them are. And I wouldn't even say she's one of a kind. Because many women surviving by selling sexual favors who send themselves to school or who planning to send themselves to school. I tell you some from way back in 1992. While doing tax work in the night, I pick up a girl who I know. I pick her up because I know her. I see her, I stop there, ask her what she doing there. It was about 9 o'clock one night on the main road, not on the New Kingston road where the prostitute them get in, on the main road, Trafalgar Road. Well, I later years some of them start getting there. And she'd have her school book, them on her school bag. I want to see the brilliant marks and work where she do. She was about 19 years old. I mean, know her from Bagwalk. Never know so she out there doing that. Anyway, talking about one of a kind. Even Kern Spencer use up the phrase about Roger Clark or one of a kind. Can't get the signal, you know. Say that are the phrase if you use. So him talk about Roger Clark or one of a kind. And one of a kind don't mean say that person is the only person like that, you know. It means there's a kind of person like that. And that person is one of that kind. Then you have some other people know it is say that them is the only one of their kind. It's only one. They are the only one of their kind. Well, no, like for instance, the Christ them call Jesus. As far as I know, I've heard about that stories and other accounts even before them time, the thousands of years before, with the same kind of story about virgin birth. But the well-known person, most well-known person in the world who is said to have been born without any sexual encounter between a male and a female human being. The youth of them called Jesus or Joshua or different form of the same name. Joshua, Jesus, yes, us all different form of the same word, the same name. So him now you would have said him is one, the only one of him kind. And his mother, which was a young virgin, and get pregnant and have a youth, not having had any sexual encounter with a male. She, you could say, or it is claimed is the only one of her kind. But Roger Clark on the other hand is a typical Jamaican. That's why I'm have so much admiration and affection from the Jamaican people. Because he's a typical Jamaican. Typical Jamaican. In other words, he is a typical example of how so many Jamaicans' attitude is. Typical Jamaican. Talking foolishness about one of a kind. But it's a style they must follow. You know what is one of a kind? The fireboat we have is one of a kind. But it's the only one of its kind in Jamaica. There's only one fireboat in Jamaica. Can you imagine? People are run up their mouth and look. All kind of credit. And allowing Jamaica to be only served by one fireboat. And if you was a fireboat, it wouldn't bad. Because you would be there to out fire. So are you a fireboat or a warboat? That Jamaica have a one of a kind warboat. One of a kind warboat. Can we hear from Taurus Riley there, please? Can we hear from Taurus Riley? Yes, sir.
Yeah, so royal, and I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind. No, the way she moves.
You hear Taurus says so, one of a kind. Yeah, it's a kind of female. A very nice kind of female. And you are one of that kind. It's not only you alone, but it's beautiful to know you are one of that kind. One of a kind does not mean that there's nobody else like you. It means that you are a fine example of that kind of human being. A fine example. And there are many other human beings like you. Thank God for that. That's what one of a kind means, you know. That you are a fine example of a certain kind of person. And thank God that there are many more like you. That's what one of a kind means. But, yeah, she's royal. Are you royal? Or are you a war boat? Are you a fire boat? Or a war boat? A more fire boat you want? To out fire and keep fire safe. Now, war boat sound good enough, because war boat sound like it to defend anyway, and keep us safe, and keeping our waters safe. But you have a kind of war boat, is all battle axe. Not really a war boat to keep you safe. It's just a war boat. War boat. So, imagine one fireboat in the whole Jamaica. Around the whole island of Jamaica, one fireboat. While them say them have to look about themselves. And you can't blame them. Last night there was a very interesting discussion on Live at 7. No, not Live at 7. Well, Live at 7 was interesting also. But all angles. Dion Jackson Miller had some young politicians, some not so young. But young by the standards of Jamaica, where people come out of retirement at 70 years old and go and work till them dead. So some young politicians were there, 2 from the JLP, 2 from the PNP. The 2 from the JLP were seeking seats in Parliament. The 2 from the PNP had seats in Parliament and were rather larger. And it was so interesting and entertaining at the same time, kind of disgusting, if you use it to be disgusted. At how self-satisfied and still not satisfied. Not satisfied. Self-satisfied in certain way, but not satisfied. That the ones who saw themselves as being successful demonstrated them feeling of self-satisfaction and success. And those who were seeking to succeed and seem by their class of 2014 most likely to succeed on the other hand. So 2 male and 2 male from each party. Not even 1 female was there. Still are not going. We're not criticizing Dion Jackson Miller not having pulled in some females with them. But it is useless the vast majority of time having them only per man. I'll give for them point of view. And well balanced by Dion Jackson Miller as one woman still, but that's not good enough. Not criticizing her enough, but what? Yeah, man. And them a take care of themselves. One a complain, say, as a MP, them not getting enough. The 2 of them, the 2 government MP, a complain that them not getting enough pay. Andre Hilton is a very successful and wealthy businessman. I think Michael Phillips is also successful. I don't know if he's wealthy, but he's supposed to well off. But both of them are complaining that the MP pay too small. MP pay too small, and yet Michael Phillips said it's only $250,000 take home a month time. When the government don't draw out money out of fee money, him only take home $250,000 a month time. And it's not enough. Not enough for him to do him work. Because him have to drive go country and him gas bill alone, that eat out most of him gas bill. You know why? Them don't live in a them constituency. I visit them constituency. And them want we to pay for them leave a town and visit them constituency. But the place not going better off until the people organize. Anybody represent them have to come from in a community. Come from, not come to. Come from the community. And we send them go a town. Send them go a town and send for them weekly. Send them go a town and send for them. Come back. Them complaints are only $250,000 a year. Them get to carry home. A month. Only $250,000 a month. Them get to carry home. And that not enough. And them forget more pay. And you should have lucky say them depend wage freeze and not get no pay increase how much year now. Only $250,000 them carry home. And the car them that them buy for themselves, the multi-billion-dollar car them buy for themselves. The reason for that is because the JLP did buy out the car them that was there before, which is true. When the JLP ministers of government and parliament here was leaving office, was thieving out of the office, them buy the car them. So the PNP had to buy new SUVs because the JLP did buy out the whole of the almost new SUV and gone with them. And it's a system of the whole of them organizing now. What do you think them going to for? Andre Linton not going there for get no car now. Because I'm in a car business long time. Bunting and then forget no car. Because I'm a rich man long time. I'm have a multi-million-dollar Benz where parliament money could. But them going to forget what them don't have. Them have money but them do have power. Some have power and no have no money. The one who have power and no have no money go in there, most of them, to get money. And the one them who have money and do have no power go in there to get power because it's an enjoyable feeling. And telling us that only $250,000 a month they must carry home. And them shall get raised. The other young man them on the other side was a point out say for them government and for them prime minister they cut pay and take pay cut. And them ask one of them if him willing to take a pay cut, how much him willing to take. Must talk from now that he can play back the tape, which is quite right. Talk from now, I could play back the tape them. Him say yes, him willing to take a pay cut if it's part of a whole program, say pure austerity, you understand? The whole of we are going to sacrifice. Sound good, but tell me something now. Them really believe say it's only through the PNP and JLP people can offer service to the community them in Jamaica. Or them take us over. Both the old one them and the successful, the all new one them, the all young one them, and the ones who are going in there now. You really believe say that is the only way and the best way to offer service to the suffering of the people of Jamaica is to go either in the PNP or the JLP? You don't really believe that? And I hear some people complaining how Mario Dean family decides to them not take no funeral gift from the government. The government going to give them a free funeral. Them give them a free murder. Then give them a free death of them son free. And now them all give them a funeral free. And then my family of Mario Dean said them no want none. Them will more ask the people of Jamaica to support them and help them pay for the funeral. And some idiot, but mostly political idiot, I talk about say, why them don't take it from the government because the people of Jamaica pay it anyway if they go. And the government a buy out. I try to buy out the family for them look good. It's not just a matter of the people of Jamaica money I pay for it. The government doing it to clear the government face and for go in the community to go win the election. If you don't mind sharp, them put Maria Dean up on a platform when campaign get right. If she will go. Well, she say she not go no further. She will take a phone call, but she not take no funeral. No free funeral. No free funeral. No free minutes. You take with the whole our son them minutes. And you want to come get her some free minutes, you know. About your phone her. The phone call from the Prime Minister. Sound like the woman where upon the phone company say, you have only 1 minute remaining. That's why I don't want a phone call from her. No. She could have tell me say I only have 1 minute remaining. And then we will pay for your funeral. Clear out of here. The government must go fog themselves. And themselves them for go fog. And nobody consider for go fog back road. Around a back road them want to go fog, you know. Go and fog your own self. Go fog the cabinet. Let's go for a break, straight up. By the way, just before I take your phone call, I was listening to the news of, you know, the sentencing, well, the verdict first and then the sentencing of this South African white athlete. He's not an African. He's a South African. And those born in Uganda, they are not African, they are Ugandan. The white people born in Uganda are not Africans, they are Ugandan. And the other people born in Nigeria and different places, they are not African, they are Ugandan or Ghanaian. So the white guy there, white South African or white Tanzanian, because that is the African people name for South Africa. The white Tanzanian. Pistorius, the judge start to deliver our verdict. And you know, like, I don't know if you ever call that summing up our verdict. We're delivering our verdict. But I'm going to tell you, when I listen to her, it sounds like it's not she alone right, sit down and write that whole summing up or that sentence in or that verdict. It's not she alone write it. When I listen to her, it seems like it's not she alone write it. Not she out herself write it. Maybe she and somebody else, or maybe somebody else write it. But not she alone write it. And by the way, last year this guy killed him girlfriend, you know. Kill her in the bathroom, lock up, on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day him kill her, you know. You can imagine what kind of thing was going on Valentine's Day. Maybe Valentine's Day turned sour. Or maybe the Dolly house mash up on Valentine's Day. Because many Dolly house mash up on Valentine's Day. And many Valentine's Day. And instead of Dolly house, now him start to play Cupid with him bow and arrow. For people claim so when other people love them, them shot you, them want Cupid to shot you with him bow and arrow. And capture you when Cupid successfully shot you through your heart and deliver you to the so-called lover. Come like the guy, what's name? Rice. Or Rice name? Ray Rice, the footballer, American footballer, lick down him lady, knock her out and drag her out of the elevator. And that's some caveman style them there. In the caveman days, man see woman where him want, him not go court her, you know. Lick her in her head and throw her ear long. Him take her and draw her from where him lick her down in the cave. And that become for him woman. Caveman style. The same thing with Pistorius, you know, caveman style. And Cupid is the next cave baby. Cupid. Imagine him put a baby. Picture of a nice cherubic baby. You know, cherub are the baby angel, you know. The big angel are angel. And the baby angel, them so innocent. Them a cherub with all them cheek, them cherubic. Cheek rosy and nice and fat all them with it. Both the top cheek and the bottom cheek them. Rosy and fat and them have the baby. When you fall in love, they'll send baby. Say baby must come shoot you through your heart. But it's just fables, you know. It's fables, but some people take them seriously. By the way, my grandson Josh is here with me. How are you doing, Josh?
I'm good too.
Yes, glad to see you back on Passing Strawberry. A very almost once in a lifetime. People love to talk about one of kind, but almost once in a lifetime experience, you know, losing not only, well, losing the company, because you don't really lose a father. Losing the company of him, or having got the fullness of him company, and at a time when you're preparing for serious things where you need concentration. It's a test of your, not true, test of your concentration and your state, not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm so glad that, I'm so glad he was able to know that you had successfully completed your childhood and now an adult and pursuing the adult education. That is so great. I know that. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So how is it otherwise?
Everything's alright. Just been coming to school, going to classes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I know you're a hurdler. You take this one in your stride. That's the way to take it. Thank you very much. Look more we talk some more, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Jerry,
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
you see, I want the family. You see, all of those that is criticizing the family for not taking the money,
Yeah.
I hope they don't have a cent to that family, right? Because what happened, you know,
You see, we just want to hear about money now.
Yeah.
And that's why they trick us all the while with their money.
Yes.
The family has done the right thing, Jerry, by saying, go to hell with your money.
Go back to hell.
Yes, with your money.
Do not.
You murder our son,
Yeah.
and then you come with your phone call,
Yes.
and you're smiling.
And what did they? And what did they say to Mario Dean when he was coming out of jail? Go back to jail.
Yes.
Go straight to jail.
To serve
Do
them.
not pass go. Do not collect $200. When you're dead, we will give you a free gift of a funeral. Go back to jail. Well, they must go back to hell.
Yes, the family has done the right thing, Jerry, and I want the family to understand this. So what you have done is very, very important
Yeah.
of not accepting it from the government. And I said to Mr. Lan, continue to do good work.
Yeah.
But you know what would be very important?
Yeah.
If they could greet this new commissioner next week, Monday, with a demonstration outside of the commissioner office, that would be very, very good.
The government is like the lotto advertisement, saying, bet pound we, and we will make you come out of brokenness, broke out of brokenness. And that them I said to we the people, and to the Dean family. Say, broke out of brokenness, man. Pay for, buy a ticket with your son life, and broke out of brokenness. Come on our side, and you never broke again. Broke out of brokenness.
Did they approach Kamoza Clark family to help with the funeral? Did you know if they approached that family, Jerry?
I see nothing wrong with the Dean family asking the public to help them
not
rather than taking the blood money.
Yes.
That the government is trying to use the public money to buy new face for themselves.
And this is a proud family. So asking the public for support, I see nothing wrong with that.
Now, when the Prime Minister phoned Miss Dean, and she come out and say, Miss Dean came out and said, ease up off her Porsche, stop criticizing her so much because she did phone the family. They thought that was the thin edge of the wedge, and they was going to get them foot in at the door further and buy out the whole thing. I'm so glad that the family.
And I know with the help and the support of this lawyer in America, I know she will get some support from the diaspora so that the youth can be buried. And the government will play no role. It will not be accepted. And when the youth is going to be buried, I believe none of them should be there.
Well, I thank you very much, Mr. Fox. I know that you passed through a very similar experience with the government.
Yes, and government did approach with money.
Government kill your son.
Yes, it was
kill your
in
son.
Custody also.
While in custody. And they plan it.
And was threatened. I was threatened with that before it happened.
Yes, and them carry him in a police jeep with a plan. And and police woman was involved too.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much,
murder him with him and handcuffed behind him.
Your son, Mr. Fox. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning, Jay.
Yes, sir. What going?
I see we have some new equipment now.
What make you say so?
Eh?
What make you say so?
No, just the way how they call them take. I see some new thing I try out, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Well, Josh.
Yes, Josh. Mr. Garnet is yelling you.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Nice to have you on the program, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
And I just want to say it's good that your father was with you up to when you reach this stage of your life now.
Yeah.
Like that was his journey, you know.
Yes,
to
sir.
see you reach that mark and then he's off.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just be of good faith, you know.
I will.
Yeah, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Me agree with the ruling of the judge down in South Africa, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, too, you see, you're in this country,
Yeah.
you have dirty labor right and you have dirty PNP.
How true?
Yeah, because you have some dirty PNP who feel say the people them should have take money from government And now them are go up in arms against Miguel now. Miguel is perfectly right.
Yes.
Miguel is planning at some point now to sue the government.
Yes.
And when the judge would have awarded the family 100 million, they don't want 100 million minus 4.
Yes.
How will it go no 4 for the funeral?
Yeah.
Go them for go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man.
And I hear a bridging did a court Mrs. Sobers yesterday about the delay in the court thing and all.
Yeah.
And he faced Judge Pusey here now.
Yeah.
Because the case where the American them are drag out, it reached a point where Judge Pusey out for throw out the case here now, and rightly so.
Yeah.
Right? Because we need to have a thing in Jamaica where you call me see them a move to it sentencing guidelines.
Yeah.
But you need more guidelines. If a case come before the court 3 times, 1 time, 2 times, and if it come the 3rd time and the prosecution or the police not ready, out it for go.
All right. Well, thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yeah, give thanks.
Yes. Good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Hello.
Yell up, Bongo Jerry.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Well, I'm my boss. And yell up to your grandson, Josh, too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, man, for real. You know, as we did tell you yesterday, Jerry, today is the day of all days, you know, Master?
Yes, sir.
You know, I have to just go and give thanks. I know, coincidentally, today is the birthday of the Syrian president, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Bashar al-Assad, you know.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, man, September the 11th, man, brother.
Yeah, 9/11, man.
9/11, man, indeed. But, Jerry,
yes,
just 2 quick points, because we know other people are waiting. In regards to the family not taking that grant from the government in order to save their faith,
yeah,
I support that 1,000%, and I hope that is how all families who find themselves in these dilemmas deal with it.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if you have heard anything about, remember that first incident, I think it was last year, where they went in the shop and killed the cook.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, don't orange.
You hear anything further about it?
I think it's orange.
Yeah, they came out so eloquent and spoke about it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You hear anything further about
very similar family in terms of, you know, out of nowhere. It is most inconvenient for the government and the police when family members emerge like out of nowhere, so very articulate and can handle them reasoning and assessment, and therefore, you know, you have some trouble on your hands with this family.
Right, especially when it's not the norm with the day-to-day, we want justice and the bad, atrocious speaking in public.
Yeah,
and you know, when they can't handle themselves.
And you remember
people as pawns.
Yes, I remember them try to cool off the situation, same way Bunting run go down there and walking up and down, meet the family and commissioner inside here in a jiffy. And
right. He was right in the same heat when them did kill the 3 guys down a country that, you know. Remember a little bit after that, I think, you know.
Yes.
When Bounty they got a country, they go set up the fireman then. Yeah, and lastly, Jerry, as I was watching all angles last night, when the MP is going to report that it's only 250 in get.
Yeah. Quarter
million after taxes.
Yeah.
Don't them get allowances, traveling allowances and so. And as you rightfully say, if you are representing Mandeville, why are you living in Kingston?
Yeah.
We shouldn't be paying for that, as you said. There is a right thought, you know.
Them deliver, hear me now. Dean appeared to leave out of politics and them hand over these seats to them chosen people.
Right.
And I know some family come from, him grandfather come from down, him great-grandfather and him grandfather come from down there. But this is not no royalty.
No.
This is not no royalty or no nobility when no certain family is set over the people. But that's what they want to do. Come set, that's why I say, you know. That's why I said to Josh, I'm a promo, you know, say, it's time for we get rid of them royal family of Britain out of Jamaica and legally exclude no royalty or no family, no ruling family out of Jamaica. We will not have it. None. And you can't try and make me and my family no ruling family. Anybody in my family that feel like them a part of a ruined family, me as war with me and them.
That is the
One time some people would come on my old man birthday party, 95th birthday party.
Right.
And I talk about the Smalls are the black aristocrat of Jamaica. I just reject it same time before any of my family feel like so them want to go bask in them.
Yeah, man.
Idiot argument. You move on, go away from yourself with that, about aristocrat.
Jerry, put on a tune for me now when you can. Johnny Be Good by Peter Tosha.
Well, thank you very much, yes, sir.
Respect.
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Good morning, Jerry.
Welcome.
Hello. Jerry, you know, there's some things I'll talk to you about. I don't know if I can get the opportunity to do it.
You're wasting time. Talk. No, you're waiting. You're wasting time. Start talk about it, man. Just.
No, well, I know I'm talk to you because me start talking to you, I go cut you. So make me just tell you, make me not give you no erratic thing, you know. All
right, you're going to the next call. Next call. Oh. Next call is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm not trying to rough him up now, but I'm wasting time going around the bush because I want to come worship Siaga on the program. You go elsewhere with that. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up.
You know, it's a pity that some of these policemen, them take work for go serve and protect. Yet still, for them, it's like say, a different motion, it's a different motive than them going to go to police force with. You have some good youth that go to police one part time, they get corrupt. You see, most of this have come from family tradition too, you know, or bringing the youth them. And I believe that the government needs to part of the law. So what I say, any policeman involved in any untoward behavior, you must pay for it. You're packed to seal it, not the taxpayer's pocket, because taxpayers pay too much money for policemen, man, and it needs to stop. Jerry,
hold on. If Portia Simpson Miller and the cabinet and the majority in the house, the 42, and the PNP want this police behavior to stop,
Jerry,
you know, allow me for me talk.
Go on.
If the whole of them want this behavior and this treatment and this policy to stop, it don't have to stop.
Jerry, everybody wants to stop.
No. Let me know. If you don't answer this question, not even 10 seconds more.
I don't care.
Listen,
I'm honest person.
I'm asking you now. If the hold on. Stop now. Hold on. I said if the Prime Minister and the cabinet.
You're not going to answer a question.
All right, cut him out there.
I couldn't kill it.
Wasting time. We don't have no time for waste, you know. We don't have no time for waste. Use them want come use up them brain power and use our program. Our program that we organize and want to come use it up. Because can campaign after them police murdering people daily. You want to come out insult to injury. Injury and want to come insult, you know. Use our program to further yourself. You're not going to do it. Neither you nor the Labour Right. The Labour Right just before you. Who him named Shepherd. And then Wanga got him come. The two of them is the same thing. Want to come use our program. We will not allow that. Find something else and go do. Go somewhere else. You go to Roger Clark funeral, go use Roger Clark funeral for campaign. Don't use this program here. You bring back Roger Clark body here wrapped in the Jolly Roger. And you carry out a little stage show there with weeping and mourning. And you go in one room. And when you come out of the room, weeping. When you manage to get yourself crying, you come out of the room weeping. And when them go in, they go cut, you know. Go in, they go cut on and rub till them little tears come and then them bring back the camera. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. I hear say, yes, my operators remind me, 94 people killed by police action from January to September. 94. There was 90 and 9. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Small.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, when Moses did pass dead.
Pass what?
When Moses is dead.
Yeah, when he passed away, yes.
Yes, I think Joshua and the people were mourning over him too long.
Yes.
And God said, listen, man, Joshua, take up the baton and move on.
Yes.
I'm telling Josh this morning, don't mourn too long because you have a great work to do. Pick up the baton.
Yeah.
And lead the people to the promised land. Move on, Josh. Go on. All right, Jerry, bye.
Well, thank you very much. I thought you was going to wait until my acknowledge your encouragement.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No, thanks for that. I really appreciate the thought.
Well, thank you very much, yes, sir?
Yes, Mr. Man, yeah.
Thank you very much. Do we have another call here, yes? Yes, we don't want to rough up nobody now. We don't quarrel or vex with nobody. But we're not going to make them waste time here. Neither we're not going to make them campaign here. Move on, go with that. Go one side of that. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up Hello. Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up Hello.
Good morning, Jerry.
Hey, how you doing?
Not there, Papa. Wagwan.
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, Mr. I'm going like to them. It seems like them not understand it. Say you're not user friendly.
No, we're not.
Them never heard. Them never heard of you. Hey, yeah, man.
What go on down in market then?
Boy, it's not talk about. I know we not a standpipe down here. No water. You think it's easy? Now tell it not easy.
Yeah.
And me not ask to think it's a team right now. If you hear the place here, right now in one nest, we stand up and talk to you.
Yeah.
Because I have to look somewhere quiet.
Yeah.
Anyway, you don't know what I'm calling for to you.
Yes, what?
You remember the youth from over Little Town?
Which one?
Last year we were the kill long there.
Yeah.
You know, sir, you are the only radio personality in your company, radio comes to nothing about it. I'll know, me no hear nobody say nothing about it, you know. And this happened now.
Yes, sir, thank you.
And the world hear about it, but two, that youth from down here, so when I come from over Valley or over Grass downtown. No. Him is not a human. Nothing come outside. You hear nobody talk about it, I too, Jerry.
No.
Nobody may talk about it. You're looking at me, I tell you for other days, I'm wild up to me, you know. To say it, you know. No, me no hear nobody come say no. But two people, them poor.
Yeah.
And have no money, them not talk, because some of us when not talk, you know, they only talk, we have in our mouth, of a bad man, we 100 kill, 100 go through, you know, go to the right, you're going to say it, you know.
But listen here now, I want to call back after the news, but thank you very much for the encouragement, here. And I have one more call, here. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Hello?
Welcome, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Jerry.
Yes, ma'am, could you move away from the radio, please?
Yeah, me lucky, sir. Jerry.
Yes. Go ahead, ma'am.
Jerry?
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, Jerry, you know what, to me, Jerry?
Yeah.
The whole of the police, them, in the station that day.
Yeah.
She should have done suspension.
Yeah, suspension.
Yes, all of them, Jerry, because, oh God, man, come on, man. The whole of them. And the prisoner, the Jerry.
Yeah.
What about the prisoner, them, where they, you know, the same jail, but not in the same cell.
Yeah.
Them not no investigation from them.
I don't have no good information about it. You know?
Why, man, not lie.
So you're wrong the people them say them don't want the government pay for the funeral. You wrong them?
Hey, you know. Hey, bring me out. Jerry, listen to what me have to know. Jerry find that though, you see?
Yeah.
As well, some people say, another government killed the youth. And Jerry, listen, Jerry, yes, that's the government because of the part of the system.
Yeah.
You understand what I say?
Yeah.
But again, the people, them need help. And if them take the money, the case still going to go on. And if them don't take the money, the case still going to go on. The government not have nothing. Just like how the government help out. Look much of that people. The government help out. I'm very.
Why the government the government help fully, man. Let's go to the 10 a.m. headline news. Straight up.
Good morning. With the latest headlines, I'm Kayla Wright. A meeting is currently underway between the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union and its members employed to the Caribbean Airlines Limited, including the airline's purses and flight attendants. President General of the BITU, Senator Kavan Gale, says the meeting has become necessary as a result of a high level of restiveness among these workers over the failures of the airline's management to address outstanding issues and the implementation of a rating operational changes which will impact them significantly without discussions and consultations with the union. The National Water Commission (NWC) says despite the recent rainfall, the country's catchment facilities are still low. NWC Corporate Communications Manager Charles Buchanan says slight increases have been recorded at some catchment facilities, including the Mona Reservoir and the Hermitage Dam. However, he says the increased inflows are not enough to ease the impact of the dry spell. He says the NWC has had to implement a rationing program to ensure that its customers have access to the commodity. And the annual September 11 commemoration ceremony in the United States this morning began with the tolling of a bell and a moment of silence to mark the 13th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. The private anniversary ceremony is being held at the National September 11 Memorial and Museum Plaza. The tribute has centered on reading the names of the nearly 3,000 people killed in New York, at the Pentagon, and near Shanksville, Pennsylvania in the 2001 attacks, as well as recognizing the 6 people killed in the 1993 Trade Center bombing. And those are the stories making the latest headlines. News next at 11 o'clock. Stay tuned. Straight Up with Jerry Small continues. I'm Kayla Wright.
Yes, welcome to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small, broadcasting here from the studios of News Talk. That's on the Mona campus on the University of West Indies. Same place where this conference on the Westminster system of government and how it has been implemented or imitated in the Caribbean. That conference starts today. Matter of fact, it's on the way now. And going on till tomorrow evening. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yes, Jerry, I want to do a little piece of Raja, you know.
Yeah.
As a man from Hanover, I will do a little piece of my work, send him home.
Yeah.
You know, if you can allow me to do it.
Yeah, man, yeah.
It's a poetry.
Yes, sir.
Tribute me from the womb to the tomb.
Yeah.
All right. It go like this, when you die, you're gone. But in my father's house, there are many mansions. It's from the womb to the tomb. It's from the womb to the tomb. It's from the womb to the tomb till fear judgment come. We have been promised a hell and a heaven, I say. Not one been there and return to tell us about that milk and honey flows, 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 I say. Not one been there and return to tell us about that burning fire, 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 I say. So the only place I know and the only place man got to go is from the womb to the tomb. It's from the womb to the tomb. So with all the money you got, I say, all the power you got, I say, all the assets you own, I say, what can you take with you? Only a casket, only a casket. If you get one, if you get one, if you get one, I say. Some may say you're gone too soon to that permanent one room. Nothing in thy hand I bring. Love is all I got to give. Yes, I shall go, just without a murmur. And who want to follow me can come after. It's from the womb to the tomb. So Raja, if I reach up there before me, remember if you ask Father for your room to we. So it goes.
Yes, that is your tribute, right?
Yeah, man, that is my tribute.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes,
and you figure same can secure a place here.
Well, they say actually it shall be given.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Here, sir.
I say go, Jerry.
Yes, sir. Yes, we were to have a guest this morning, and I invited my brethren Kwasi, who always help this program to examine certain possibilities, especially in community life, government, and those things. Delano Sivright, who is a host of a program on this station, and who is a recently installed candidate for one of the political parties in Jamaica, the opposition party, the JLP, was to be a guest here because apart from apart from being a newly installed candidate, he has been voicing certain things recently that has put him in the news and discussion. I wanted to examine, especially with the help of Kwasi, some of the realities and possibilities of Jamaica here. When I came here this morning, I saw him leaving because he had just finished his program, had finished at 9 o'clock, and told me that he had an emergency appointment, but might be here at 11. Welcome, Kwasi. All right.
Greetings, Jerry. Greetings to the listeners.
Mike? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Greetings, Jerry.
Yeah.
Greetings to your listeners.
Mike sound kind of low, though. But anyway, we have some phone calls here, because I'm going to go and discuss certain things with Kwasi. I hope, can you stay past 11? I'm going to see if him come. You can stay past 11 because I couldn't even get to call you and tell you.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I hope he comes earlier, though.
Yes, I hope so. Yes, let us take some phone calls. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Kwasi, by the way, you know my grandson, Josh. Have I met before?
Oh, I only heard him on the radio.
All right, nice. Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Are you there?
West Portland, man, Tranquility.
West what?
Hello? West Portland, man, Tranquility, man.
Oh, Tranquility. Oh, this is a West Portland, man.
Yeah, man, brown man.
Oh, go on.
Me there, man, me there. Me just want to say hi to Josh, you know.
Yes.
And I tell you, boy, you to me, boy, right now you come like a brother to me, Mr. Small, and you come like a my father.
Yeah.
So me want to tell Josh, boy, he's a good grandfather I have, you know. And me send condolence to him father and lose him father, you know, because I don't know how it goes. Because I lose my mother actually 2 years now, and I know how me feel. You understand? So, you know, I think he just be strong, you know. And him father do him do for him already, and you still there here again for the right teaching. So, just humble and just be in good courage, you know.
I will.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Yes, Mr. Small, you do a good thing this man when you get rid of a shepherd and wanga, but man. May I tell me, say, the party people can sit down and tell them, man, say they not do no good to them, man.
No, man, they are working for the party.
They really are working for them.
They're working for the party.
Boy, may I tell you, man. Me said, the man then just, boy, may I tell you. Yes, Mr. Small, so, boy, they are glad the liquor rain a fall, you know, make the something kind of come back fresh,
well, I'm glad to know that because you can't associate Portland with drought, but yet Portland feel part of drought.
Yes, that's true, man. Glad to know so we'll get liquor rain and the things then start to look up back, you understand?
Yeah, man. All right.
Well, thank you. Mr. Small, I tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm not found out this film, but I have 4 special. You see you? Yeah. I talk it all with Mr. Jerry Small, Muta Baruka, Cabo, that are Andrea Williams, and John Williams. I tell you, I have 4 people, man. I tell them, I just see the thing and talk the thing through straight, man. I mean, like, believe me, man. I just keep it up here.
Thank you very much. So we are not one of a kind. We are 4 of a kind.
Right, 2 pair. All
right, thank you very much.
Yeah, respect, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Are you there? Morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Pleasant good morning, Mr. Small.
How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm very much fine. And I like your style.
Yes?
Yes, you don't ramp. But hear what I have to say.
Yes.
I was walking down the street one sunny day. These are the words that I hear some people say.
Oh.
If life was a thing that money could buy, the rich would live and the poor would die. Money can buy life. A nice day.
I tell you, thank you very much.
Bye.
All right, thank you very much for that. Yes, boy. Our money can buy good voice too. A bunch of with that. Yes, good morning and excuse me, welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Jerry.
Yes, sir. What
Why that lady put music in my ears, man?
I tell you.
Sound good.
Yeah.
Yes, I like when Wango got to express in his last sentiments. You heard that him say a while ago? Him couldn't care less, the same like him government.
Yes.
Good. Him really describe them and thing like that.
Yeah.
Good. There's an epidemic. Oh, pardon me. Good morning, Joshy.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yes, man. Condolences, you know.
Thank you.
On your passing of your father and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that Bongo Jerry will be a good grandfather to you. Yes, Bongo Jerry. In Tivoli, you know.
Yeah.
They have some sewage running there and all that sort of thing and so on. It's coming like an epidemic outbreak down there.
Yeah, it was. What about careless? And you remember when, well, I don't know if you have heard of Siaga recounting how he got involved in politics and what he did.
Yes.
One of the things he liked to recount is that when he went down into when he went to West Kingston,
yes.
Although he had members of his family was doing business in the year before, and you know, him associated with other people like Byron Lee and other people who have business in the industrial terrace.
Yes, sir.
Him say that part of the city was like the rectum of the city. Because you had the slaughterhouse, and you had the dead house, and you had all kind of different dump and thing.
Yes.
And him decided to clean up this so-called rectum of the city and turn it into a respectable residential area and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But a lot of these things have been reversed. Some of them have to take responsibility for.
Definitely.
And some of it is a systemic thing that him never succeed in turning these things around. But it take more effort and more determination than what him and others have put in.
Yes.
And less tribalism. No tribalism at all.
Yes. And I like how Mario Dean's family, you know?
Yeah.
He go up to his mother and so on. They refuse to take the money. Because let's face it, you know, Bongo Jerry.
Yeah.
If even they were to take that they're going to take it, you know. But anybody that's even taking it and so we see him one going to pay for it. So that's so cheap we pay for it.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
And when
we don't know touting or nothing.
No.
Yes, Bongo Jerry, you're saying something.
When they heard the highway, the new leg of the highway being opened, and the family heard the Prime Minister telling the people of Jamaica that this highway is a gift to them.
Yes.
The family must have had second thoughts about taking any help from a government that is talking this kind of way.
Exactly.
You have to be very careful.
Yes. Telling people, you know, deception.
Yeah.
Because what they call deception and so on.
And then they're going to use it. Then they're going to use a little more in a soundbite or in an advertisement. Look how disgracefully a company used Roger Clark holding one of their alcoholic products in his hand. They use it.
Yes.
At a time when Roger Clark had declared to the people of Jamaica that I am going to leave out my alcohol consuming days.
Right.
Yet a company was so had such bad poor taste to be using his picture.
Very poor taste, Bongo Jerry.
It's the same kind of poor taste that the government have.
Yes. And I mean yesterday even this man you're talking about this politician about 250 is nothing and so on and thing like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the 250,000 out of our hard-earned money.
Right. That we paying them.
That we giving them.
Right.
And the average Jamaican is not earning even the minimum wage, you know.
The minimum wage.
I am telling you that the average Jamaican is not earning even the minimum wage.
Not even the minimum wage.
Which is $5,000 a week or $20,000 a month.
Right. And
he's getting 15 times that.
Yes.
15? No. He's getting 12 and a half times that.
Yes.
And he's scoffing at it.
Yes.
I mean, I do have nothing personal against Michael Phillips. I know him from Malika boy.
Yes.
And him children and my children grew up. Josh mother and him grew up same age group, same place. Matter of fact, his mother found is 2 different times to find place where me live and my family live when we just moved out of the area. So I do have nothing personal against them.
It's about the truth.
Yes, sir. I mean? Yes, sir.
And truth must be revealed.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much. Yeah. I want to reason with Kwasi, but to go and take another call. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Yeah, that's smart.
Welcome, sir. How are you doing?
You know, this is some things are happening, you know. Like, me hear, my name Dennis Meadows.
Yeah.
Saying some things this morning.
Yeah.
And you hear others are criticize the things that we must say.
Yeah.
But never said because we know him affiliated with the JLP.
Yeah.
You know, all due respect to Professor Trevor Monroe. But remember, he was a part of the other side.
Yeah.
And he might lead what name the National Integrity Commission.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
I'm saying, try to be little way, man, because, we know we need some integrity in the place. But at the same time, you see, them kind of people, I don't feel comfortable with them people that lead them things. All we see it is that these people are there to, what you call it now, to see to it that those who was a part, who and is still a part of them circle, them not get the penalty what them forget for the atrocities what them commit. Yeah, seriously. We want some people with because them have some misdeeds where we not even know about them.
Yeah.
You better deal with some of them people. But we're well known, man. Because let me tell you something. Over the period of time, I was saying over the last 52 years, the people who belong to the circle, yeah?
Hold on. Let us make it a little easier for our listeners to understand what you're saying and follow what you're saying. Which circle you're talking about? The people that belong to that circle. Which circle you're talking about?
All right. The established political circle.
Yeah.
And when them call themselves the ruling class, yeah? Because that's not them see themselves as, yeah? When them protect them one another from because I know we in Jamaica we can't pinpoint anything what them do. We can't call atrocities because even the 90s meltdown, all them things are not atrocities, People lose their money, their money on property in a finsack. The pyramid scheme them, but people lose their money. None of them. We're not saying as atrocity. Yeah, people get out political party get money and they say they're still paying them not giving it back.
Hello.
Yeah.
What you are saying, you see, you understand what you are saying. And you're not talking foolishness, but it is not easy for somebody to really.
Okay.
Hold on.
Really up to date to do one.
Yes, and hold on. Yeah.
What the political parties.
Yes, but hold on. You see, if you don't deal with things case by case and fact by fact, it's going to be almost impossible for people to follow what you're saying. So you have to deal with things case. You did mention something about Finsack. People have an idea what you're talking about there. But if you don't deal with things case by case and fact by fact, it's not going to be so clear to people. So I know that you are very upset and hurt and angry about certain things.
But last but not least, listen to this now. The chicken gun here.
Yeah.
Me cannot test that it is an epidemic. Hey, they want place them Red Pan in a Spanish town.
Yeah.
Hey, the amount of people in the community have that thing there. Yeah? I tell you, and down at the Spanish Town Hospital where my little engineer go. Yeah, the little engineer work at the studio over there.
Yeah.
And him tell you the amount of people down there, and them send them to go to his take Panadol. Yeah? And the government has said, I'm not like that of politics people are play. But I say, while the people face starvation and you're sitting there in contentment, with all the murder, rape and robberies, and you give us a bag of all them. And the radio and the TV, they come and tell you everything is alright and I come to one conclusion.
Alright, but I can't. Yes, okay, you hear me now? I want you write out some of what. You hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you, man.
Yeah, I want you to write out some of what you are thinking so that it can come out clearer because we really need it to be clearer so that people can really follow.
Okay, then, Mr. Small. Keep up the good work.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, Kwasi. A couple of days ago here we had Professor Brian Meeks. You know that a conference open here today.
Yes, man.
But we're not hearing Kwasi properly. Is me alone not hearing him?
Yeah. Yes, I know of the conference.
Yeah, man. Well, unfortunately, Professor Brian Meeks was here, telling us a little about the conference and the people who come and so on. But I was able to get some clarification from him about something which some other people have been making unclear because quite a few politicians and markedly so, most of them lawyers have been saying over several years that more and more people believe in them because they are lawyers, that the Parliament of Jamaica is the highest court in the land. But Brian Meeks agreed that the Parliament is no such thing. I'm so glad for him to say that because he's an expert in government.
Yes, but we also hear PJ not too long ago say that spoke about the sovereign parliament, and I think it is just it is the pinnacle they want to be at. You know?
Yes, yes.
So if it is the highest court or the sovereign parliament, it is the same thing.
Yes, yes.
What I think they really mean is that certain things, for example, in the housing trust case, where something was wrong before, and they were able to go into the parliament and change the law to make it right, and then to carry out that removal of some of the funds from the NHF. I really think it means in that sense that they can preempt matters going to the court by the power to change the laws as they require.
So that means what it means that the parliament is above.
Is above the courts.
Above the law.
They're right. It makes the laws, and they're right. It can preempt the court, judicial action.
And I wonder if you know that it is by this gradual. It's by this gradual insinuation and gradual hijacking that tyrants become installed over people now. Tyrant and dictator and one-party state and police state. It's by the methods and these steps, you know.
No, definitely it is a movement or a recognition of how undemocratic things really are. In that those people who know so much about participating in Parliament and what Parliament is about could be making these aspersions concerning the highest court and about the Parliament being sovereign. Because just consider, Jerry, a Parliament is supposed to be filled with public servants, right? So in what sense are servants now sovereign?
Yeah, all servant can be sovereign.
Exactly.
Or a body of servant can be sovereign.
Can be sovereign. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense unless it is a fact, which contradicts what is intended.
So unless it's a pretense that them is not really servant, them only using that name as a sleight of hand.
Exactly, exactly. To maintain their highest position, whether it is judicial as they claim or whether it is a sovereign position. But in fact, in truth, though, Jerry, we have to examine that and to see what institution can really bring Parliament to book.
What institution? Well, an institution, whatever institution it is, it would have to be created, and it would have to be created by people. Not true?
Right. Well, I don't think we can point to any institution like that.
No, it have to be created. It have to come into being.
So, in a sense, in a de facto sense, then Parliament is actually the highest institution because there's no institution that can bring it to book.
No, hear me now. That's what I tell you, sir. I don't recognize no sovereignty and no parliament over me, and no rulership over me. And I know there's many others of us. And if any people who come together and bring those who are usurping power under subjection, that is legitimate.
Right. So really and truly you mean that you don't recognize any legitimate power over you, right?
No.
But they are usurpers.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so, man. No. And in the course of that now, you know, armies and police forces assume rulership over people. Not about authority to maintain and uphold line. Them assume rulership over people jointly with political forces, you know, and money people. Don't you know that? Yeah, through history and all over the world.
Definitely. I mean, if the Parliament and other institutions don't find their power in the people, in the citizens as a whole, they have to find it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And the state forces are a convenient place to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
And you think all Bunting are aware of these things?
I don't think it is any kind of mistake. Now that it is a conspiracy, that we now have a financier in charge of security and a financier in charge of justice in this country.
Yes. And yes, no accident at all. Well, look here, let's go for a break and come back straight up.
News Talk 93 FM, heard everywhere.
Boy, I don't like them things there, you know. Don't worry yourself, man. We have it locked. Go on, bossy. I'm an exclusive here, you know. Yeah. What?
And the new tune from Atta Air, the thing slap for now.
Alright. If it word play, it will get play. Hold on. What is?
You don't know. I'm a spice of the thing.
Yo, me and one of them will take money to play music. When me play music, me play fear. Yo, take this back, Reggie. And next time, give your music to the station library.
No to payola.
Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. We're supposed to have Delano Sivright here, and he has been called in an emergency and say he hopes that he can be here by 11. But in the meanwhile, I invited our virgin here, Kwasi, to come and let us, what I had planned to do, you know. I had planned to ask Kwasi to deal with him, contend with him for the first 15 minutes, well, you know, 45 minutes for the first 15 minutes. Then I would have deal with him the next 15 minutes, and then I would have asked the callers if they want to interject with him for another 15 minutes. But by the way, Kwasi, before I take this call, you saw All Angles last night.
Yeah, man, I was fortunate to have seen it.
Yeah,
very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Extremely.
And it is always good to see live expression of ideas by people, not just here, to see it visually.
Oh yes,
accompanied, you know,
and not scripted, you know.
Yes.
Off the cuff.
Yeah.
So you know that it is more genuine.
Yeah.
But really and truly, I really thought that there were positives and negatives, you know, in that interview.
Yeah.
Because I thought that Phillips was a bit self-absorbed for quite a long time, you know, concerning the need for income, for MP's income, his and others, to be topped up, you know.
Yeah.
And I really thought that, you know, the other side, because there are two sides, you know.
Yeah. And one side was represented by two people who have seat.
Right.
One party was represented by people who have seat.
Right.
And the other party was represented by two people who want seat. And coincidentally, both of whom were lawyers.
Right.
Two lawyers on the JLP side want seat, and two businessmen on the PNP side have seat. And probably what is one of the reasons why they have seat now, because they had enough money. It's not, you know, although it's amusing, it's true. I think it's true. They had enough money that they could finance it, because, as they say, this politics take plenty money. So that's why the parties are glad when they have people who want to be candidates who also have money, because that saves the party a lot. Not true?
Yeah, man, because of course the type of politics that we have in Jamaica, you know, where people are looking for benefits, you know, handouts.
Yeah.
Then you have to have money, and the party probably by itself won't be able to fund everybody. Similarly, so the personal wealth, the candidates become important, you know.
And there's a saying in business that you have to spend money to get money.
Right.
Not true?
Well, yes.
So therefore, who have money start a little ahead of the game.
Yeah, man, but despite all these claims of wanting to do public service, we know that politics, one term in government, is sufficient to transform somebody's life from being ordinary to being well-to-do.
Yeah,
you know?
And from having one suit
to
having many suits.
So therefore, one cannot, thinking rationally as big people, we can't not look at that aspect, you know. And it was very plain last night.
Yeah, but as you point out to me, Floyd Green looked like him acting and talking outside of the permit of the party, of the party.
Well, and it seems so, because I don't think the party has made such a dramatic change as what would have been indicated by what he was saying with regard to recall and impeachment.
Yeah, and coincidentally, I think that Floyd Green succeeded Delano, Sivright, you know.
In G2K.
Yeah.
Right, as president. Right? He's the current president.
Yeah.
But he said some things that, really indicate that the germ of true democracy has been planted in Jamaica. Because we are now hearing a second prominent person speaking about recall, you know.
All right, we're going to come back to that. I recall that. We have to come back to that. Very important. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning, Jerry.
Yes,
morning,
sir. Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Yes,
fine. Yeah, look here.
Yes, sir.
The Floyd Green.
Yeah.
That is a breath of fresh air. One little encounter me have with him on a program.
Well, let's hope him don't develop bad breath.
Well, at that now, because him really speak his mind and And, you know, and look here.
Yeah.
You see this chicken gun here thing.
Yeah.
I don't like low class dishonest politics. Long before chicken gun here, long before we even know about it, the minister and doctor, what's his name? Bullock.
Yes, yes.
Used to dip on radio evening after evening and warn people and not talk about this thing. Right? Me smoke ganja for 30 odd years up to in the middle of the World Cup. We just gone. At that time me quit.
Yeah.
And me know say every evening we are burn chalice. Little more we have to run because the smell of the thing there.
Yes, yes, and the eye can smell the oil night.
Yeah, and we have to cover up the herb because we have say we don't want.
No,
It's not
you don't want.
we have smoke and
No,
smoke this.
You know the sacrament.
Yeah. See? So for them come now and come want to come create epidemic by mouth.
Yeah. No, I think yes, I think some of those officials, Dr. Bullock and so on, deserve credit that of having been one. I've been one long time.
Long before even the first case.
But it does seem as if there is more of a, I don't know if it's epidemic. There's more of a far more higher incidence and wider of this thing.
Don't get caught up in the propaganda. Me get an injury to my knee Thursday.
Yeah.
And sat them here enter hospital. Me have a limb.
Yeah.
And I pay chicken gunya, you airport and security guard.
Say you have.
Them say. So me have to say chicken gunya, I must no mama have that.
No. So you mean say people are reporting other people having chicken gunya and not reporting themselves?
All that too.
Suspicion of chicken.
Everybody, look here.
Yeah.
One of the way how me know say when me have flu.
Yeah.
One of the ways where me know first is my giants them where do the most working.
Yeah.
Start to hurt me,
Yeah.
I mean I say right you get it took me now. See? So everything will happen to people now are going to be chicken gunya, all when it no go so.
All right.
Chicken gunya proved by the lab.
Yeah. Yes, and not in other words, the presumption of innocence until guilt proven, and the presumption of good health until properly diagnosed. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Back. We're not going to forget the recall there. Good morning, welcome. Straight Back. Straight up. Not straight back.
Brother Jerry.
You see it there?
You hear? Am I coming through clear?
Well, I'm going to catch back my break. I don't want to misstep or misspeak or nothing like that. There's many a slip between the cup and the lick.
I see you're saying.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. You heard me clear though?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Morning to you and hail and welcome to Kwasi, your guest on board.
Yes,
thanks,
sir.
Man.
Yeah, man. Before I show a question and injury, you know I have to touch the international scene.
Yeah.
Not too far afield still.
No.
I never realized there's so much Jamaicans over Cayman Island, man. That them have a record where them said Jamaicans have sent home over $450 million US in remittance. The last check.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We have to go call over the G, man. Grand G, man.
By the way, I gather that over in St. Martin, Brother Jerry, a number of political parties, about, let's say at least half dozen of them, it seems as if 6 of them and them can't make one.
Yeah.
Because they had a election the other day and none of them won an outright majority and them have less than 2 weeks now to either come together or form some kind of thing to make government, and one moment them agree, the next moment them disagree.
You know, let me explain to people that they need enough of them to come together to form a majority, not true?
Right.
Yeah. That means more than half. Well.
It look like you might have to go over there and give them a hand.
No, sir.
Well, you say you're not interfering in them internal matters.
No.
Finally, for Kwasi, sir.
Yes, sir.
A question I want to throw to my brethren. And I throw this question against the background that just a few months ago over in England, a political earthquake was created when the people went out, tired of the foolishness of the two political parties that have been dominating the independent party or independent candidates.
No.
I call that a decision of the critical mass. My question to you, sir, have Jamaica lost its critical mass? Enough people who are willing to take a stand, not just political but otherwise, and deal with some of the issues that are of clear and present danger to us?
All right, look here. You have to go allow him to make the answer without reply.
Yes.
So, all right, thank you very much. Yeah, Kwasi.
Indeed.
Yes, man. It would really seem as if, compared to previous times, especially in the 70s and 60s, that the Jamaican people are not as socially active now in their own interests as before. And I think that is definitely true, and it is due, I think, mainly to the culture of gunmanship that intervened in the period we are talking about. From the 70s coming up, it was growing and became very dominant. And this gunmanship has taken away the initiative of the ordinary persons, because they have become used to being told what to do when and what not to do or else.
Unfortunately. Well, let's take another call. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Jerry?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, how are you doing?
I am fine. Is that your son there with you?
Hello, my grandson, but it sounds like you have a young baby. Josh is here.
Oh, hi, Josh. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, I hear your advertisement and you sound fantastic. Jerry, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I didn't know that the mosquito can shoot you.
Why? How you find out that?
Because the mosquito named chicken gonna what it was.
I
don't decide it. But anyway, I must commend the Minister of Health and Dr. Bullock for what Garnet and you were saying, because before we have the World Cup, they were talking about it. But the thing is, what I really wrong the minister not to do, he should have flyers, continuous flyers to implement in the area communities. But you know, a lot of people, they listen on the radio, some people see things and then some people can read, some people can't read, some people will get the flyers and then take it to them and show them. You know, you can flyers them and tell you what it will do, how you must keep your place, because we're some nasty Jamaican about the place. You understand? And then keep all kind of cockroaches in the place full of water. And you know, you need to go around and fog the place. I know we have fogging, but it's not enough. Hello?
You want more fogging or less fogging?
Yeah, no, not more fogging, but to find something else. I don't know if the mosquito is immune to the fogging, because you fog and we still have mosquito. You keep on fogging and we still have more mosquito.
Be careful. Hold on, let's go for a break.
To change it.
Let's go for
some natural things.
Let's go for a break and come back, please.
Do I hold?
Yes, ma'am. Just hold on, please.
Okay.
Yes, Miss Margaret, how are you doing?
Yeah, Jerry, I'm all right, you know.
Nice.
I'm just saying, you know, Jerry, we need more flyers and we need to deal with it. And furthermore, I don't know how true it is, but they said it was here. I was listening to a radio station this morning and they said it was here from 1963. I've never heard of it. And I'm saying it's not here, but we need to know more about it and how to deal with it.
No, man, a dengue come in them time, dengue.
Yeah, but I know what they were saying. So I never hear nobody correct them. No. Two doctors were talking and another person, and I still don't understand how you deal with chikwa. You call it chikwa, because I don't know if you call it.
Yeah, people are called all kind of things.
Right? So how you deal with chikwa, that we need to know how to do it, and not just because I have a friend that have it, and you know, I mix about 4 different bush. Yeah?
4 different bush.
4 different
bush. As long as it's 4 different bush, that's the key.
4 different bush.
I hear people.
I know King of the Forest is one of the bush. One of the bush is King of the Forest and guava leaf. And some other thing that I boil it and I give it to her. And it helps.
Yeah.
It helps.
But a lot of a long time I hear people with this formula say 5 different bush.
Yeah.
That means as long as there's a 5 different bush, a combination of them will deal with the situation.
Yeah.
But you know that we are able to study life.
Yeah.
And study things, and when you study it and you get a result, you write it down, you record it, because studying without recording what you find out not going to help, you know.
That's true.
So you record it, you record. Yes. You record it and you record the effect that it did have, and you record all different things. And by gradually observing and recording and comparing notes and doing it over and over, we can move away from the stage of suspicion. And some little formula say 5 different things, or if you're left to a buck, you go and get bad luck and all them. We can move away from those things to some definite, hold on, ma'am, to some definite understanding and knowledge that what, anytime you drive 50 miles, your car soon run out of gas. Go and get a pan of gas and pour in there before you run out, more than you just say, a car get good mileage, man. I go on Moby and come back and I drive around 3 days and good mileage, but you don't know how much miles to get. We must start to study things, record things, and check back and start. Everything is measurable. All experience is measurable. Let us move away from the days of superstition and suspicion to measurable things. You hear, ma'am?
To have notes and then you rally back on your notes to see what you need to have and what you need to take off and things.
So it's not no 5 different bush. Which and which bush? I could stop talking the vague thing about 5 different bush. Tell me which 5 bush, what to do, this, that, and that. Yes, and don't tell me say spin around 3 times and then open your eyes.
I don't want to hear that.
That is not in it. Thank you very much, here, ma'am.
All right, take it easy.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Yeah.
Yes, me, I go on.
King Selassie, I Jah, Rastafari, blessed morning, I.
Yes, I go on.
Things to Josh, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, greetings, Josh.
Yeah, man, him soon, yes, yeah.
And blessed love to Kwasi, you know?
Yes, Kwasi.
I give thanks. Man, give thanks and praise. Today, we are say happy something to Ethiopia, you know?
Happy New Year.
To Ethiopia, I.
Yes, ET New Year, true.
Yes, man, give thanks. How about 2007 now?
Let me see now, yes. Yes, that's true, man, 2007 Ethiopian style, road.
Yeah, man, we give thanks to the mother and the fatherland, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, give thanks, man. Don't know have a picture of His Majesty, yeah?
It's about a picture?
Don't know have a picture of His Majesty?
Yes.
Yes, I have a picture of His
Majesty. Yes, man.
All right, Jah is with I have a picture of His Majesty, Mr. Small, His Majesty, I water one of the herb tree, you know?
Yeah.
A nice M tree, you know, Mr. Small.
Yeah, is a digital picture, true?
If it's a digital?
Yeah, digital.
Well, tell you the truth, I don't know if it's a digital or what it is, you know.
You have some picture His Majesty with some grey locks. Some long grey dreadlocks there, you know.
The digital one are the one that they make, don't?
Yes, man. It
they can create in the computer.
Yes, you can digitally water it too, and it grow.
Oh, yeah, me understand. That one they don't seem so scientific.
No, it sounds like a spin around 3 times and whoop, and clap your hand.
Well, His Majesty, I water tree, and at the bottom there's a quotation, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
The quotation says, throughout history, it has been the inaction of those who could have acted. The indifference of those who should have known better, Mr. Small.
Yes.
And the silence of the voice of justice.
Yes.
That has made it possible.
Yes.
For evil to triumph.
To triumph, may I tell you.
Man.
Saying, man.
Yes, sir.
Great speech by His Majesty, Mr. Small.
Yes, sir.
So I have looked and I say, Mr. Small, in Jamaica, we have ministry. We have ministries and we have ministers, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
And in every sector we spot problem reaching the people, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
All it takes, is just for that voice of that minister, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
Just the voice of that minister can turn things around, And if it is not the voice of that minister is going to turn things around, then it's the majority of the voice of the people then will have to turn things around then,
That is true, man. Mathematics, that.
Yeah, man. So it's either or either.
Either or either, it's true.
Right.
Yeah, just like an equal sign. Just like an equal sign.
Yeah, man. If it's not one, it's
the other. One side of the equal sign have a balance with the other side of the equal sign. Right.
All right. So we get that much right.
Well, we're kind of out of time, but thank you very much for the intervention. After 11, you can call back.
All right. Give thanks and praise, yeah.
Yeah, man, because it's traceable. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Morning and welcome. Straight Up. Hello.
Yeah, man. Morning.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, I hear you was commenting this man, making some comments this man about that case in South Africa.
Yes, Pistorius, yeah.
Yeah. You was saying those things that the judge write them?
No, when I listen to her talking, it seemed to me like it's not she alone write that judgment.
And pass those things.
Yes, yes.
I say that too, because the court was full of people, eh?
I'm not talking about that. The judgment me I talk about.
Eh?
Because I hear she read, you see? And she stumble on a keyword. But anyhow, it was she write that. Yeah. She wouldn't stumble. Not only she stumble on it, she mispronounced it in a way that give a completely different meaning from if she did pronounce it properly.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yes, yes, yes. But I hear that it's only two ladies judge in South Africa, you know.
Yeah, yeah, female.
Female.
And both of them is African?
Yeah, both of them is black African.
African, me not talk about no color, man. The both of them are African.
Yeah,
because a white lady born in South Africa is not an African, you know. She's a South African. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, you have to be black to be an African, Jerry. Question asking.
Listen here now. Listen to me now.
Yeah.
Just take it simple. You see, a Chinese person born in Westmoreland
yeah.
is a Westmoreland born, you know.
Yeah.
But that not stop them from being Chinese.
Oh.
And Indian born in Uganda is a Ugandan, you know.
Yeah.
But he's not an African.
Oh.
You understand me?
Yes, sir.
I want you to understand me good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, yeah? Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello? Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Snow.
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing, ma'am?
Good morning. Oh, Josh is still there?
Yes, ma'am. But him take a little recess, sir.
No, send him. You just put in my back chair to sit down, so what do you?
You just do what? What me say?
You just put him on my back chair to sit down, so?
No, it's not so. Why I get that impression? You come like you have X-ray vision, you know, you.
Mr. Small.
Yeah.
Back me up, you know, because sometimes when you get old, your sense of
But we're not catching no foul. We're not catching no foul. I'm for back you up. Or we're not catching no chicken go, not neither.
No, the news that read.
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Is it say that residential in people is going to pay more, 21% more light bill?
More than industrial? I don't know. You heard something?
Commercial pay less?
I know. When you heard that?
I think I want to hear on the news. The residents have to pay more light bill and commercial pay less. And if it is so, it go, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
This favor is turned for the Chinese because the Chinese do not love to pay tax or high bills.
What you talk about? The Jamaican Chinese or the new Chinese?
The new Chinese. Look how long the Jamaican Chinese they are suffer with we. We couldn't talk the
You know Jamaican? You know Jamaican Chinese are suffer?
Well, call it so.
No, the Jamaican Chinese organize themselves properly and them almost totally eradicate suffering out of them. They might suffer like a romantic problem or back the wrong football team, but when it comes to economic suffering, I don't hardly say nothing now. Because them organize themselves properly and them have a thing named Benevolent Association and them hardly suffer because them work and them make sure them they're not suffering.
Small.
Yes, ma'am.
If I really so go,
yeah.
Sorry for we Jamaica people because we already load. Foreigner tax is cheaper than our tax. Foreigner come here, come give road and then get too much land, and the land where they get that was supposed to go to the people, them foreparents who play for that land.
Yes.
Mr. Small,
yes.
So my time when I come from here and talk, me get ignorant too much. So
I know that you are not ignorant.
I mean, like stupid.
Yes, I know that you are not ignorant, and I know it's coming on the ear that make you get ignorant. Are you not going to
No,
stay?
I have to come because I go give a break for a while, but I have to come.
No, I know.
Where is our Prime Minister?
Yes, and I want you to continue to visit us because you are not a fireboat. You are a fireboat. You are not a warboat. You hear, Miss Joyce?
You know, sir, right now, Mr. Smart.
No, we have forgot to tell you. I want you to tell me. Tell me about right now after the news. Thank you. No, today. Today. Good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. You know that we broadcast live here from the studios at News Talk on it. Mona campus of the University of Wednesday is on heard all over. And we have no phone calls here because we have our guest here, belatedly, we're glad to see him still. Delano Franklin. Which Franklin? Delano Sivright. No, believe me, I never do that deliberately.
No, it happens all the time.
I never do that deliberately.
It's actually a big problem in it. Sometimes on the road.
I think
so Franklin!
Yes, I think I call, yes, I think I call him already and I call him Delano Sivright. And
never too pleased about it.
No, but him come from a good,
yes.
Good, a good family of, you know, where transcend the boundaries of tribalism. Yes,
that is true.
Do we have any callers there? Because if we have any, we're going to take two before we come to Delano Sivright. And me and Kwasi were worrying that if he was going to make it there, I would say we don't know if Al Miller was available. But anyway, let us take the couple calls first, and we're going to use up the rest of the time with Mr. Sivright. Because he was one of the people in the news. And then All Angles was on last night, make it even a little more topical. And Professor Brian Meeks was there. And the conference opened today, the Westminster Conference, Caribbean. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. We're just going to take these couple of calls here. Good morning. We don't take no text message from morning. Good morning. Welcome. Straight Up.
Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man.
How are you doing?
Me again. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, tell me something. I forgot to ask you this morning.
Yeah.
It's only in the South African jurisdiction. It's only the judge can decide whether a person is not guilty or guilty.
I think trial there, is it by jury? Kwasi, what you know? Is it by jury or is it a trial judge?
By judge.
It seems like it was not by jury.
Yeah.
It's not by jury.
Oh yeah. I never even thought of that, you know.
Yes. It will be interesting to know which other countries have a jurisdiction like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yes, of course, it's interesting, of course.
Yes. Yeah, man, I just start, you know?
Yeah, man, thanks for raising that.
Yes, because I was supposed to raise it previously, but it slipped me.
Yeah, man. I'm going to listen back to the judge, to the kind of summing up or the sentencing that she was doing. Because there's a phrase and a word that she mispronounced there that betrayed to me that is not she alone, either is not she write it or is not she alone write it. And the word that she mispronounced changed completely the sense of what she was saying. I don't think it's she alone arrive at that thing. But next call. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm glad you are back. I'm glad you are back, but no, not yet. Hold on. I say I'm glad that you are back, but I don't want you. Just like what happened earlier, you spend most of the time saying you're afraid me cut you off before you even start out. Don't waste the time with that. Anyway.
I didn't say that.
No, let's go. No, don't go back to that. No, just talk to the guest. Hello.
Speak to you again?
Yeah, immediately.
Could I speak to you again?
Immediately. Go ahead.
My comrade is fair, you know. What is your name again?
Oh, so you're guessing and spelling. You don't know who my guess is, but you just want to speak to me.
I know you know that just the name just
all right, tell me, describe my guess to me. What he is about?
I don't know what he's about. He's affiliated to the Jamaica Labour Party.
And that's why you want to speak to him?
No, it's something I'm going to say if he was deceased on TV last night.
All right, no, he's not the one that was on TV last night, but him there on TV every night.
No, I said there were certain things that was on TV last night, and we must look into that. This country is not running in the right way, because when I look to an 18-year-old child that says they have the big subject, and I go study lawyer, and have to have them body as a prostitute out there. Something is automatically wrong with this country here. This country is not governing right now, Papa Ray.
So how, hold on a minute. How you know that they were out there? How you know that they were out there?
Because I saw it on the news.
You don't know Backroad yourself personally?
No, I don't, but they were saying that they were prostitutes.
I'm not saying that, no, it's not that I want to get at. I want to know if...
Let me make the point first now, and then you make the talk, because you talk a different thing for me, I think. All right, look here now. This thing here, man, if the government cannot find work, you know, man, feed people, you know, they must step aside, you know, because when we look here right now inside of the hospital.
All right, okay. What you want... Hold on. What you want to say to the guest?
They must go out there and speak to the people, man, tell the people and say, look here, this government here, they tell us that they can do better. And they, instead of doing that, they are doing worse.
All right.
Because right now in the hospital...
We have any more call here? Well, let's take another call. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing?
Oh, you're hearing me?
Fine,
okay.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I would like to say to you, Kevin.
Kevin.
Birthday greeting to you, my
yes, we will pass it on to him, yes.
And
we're going to play a little music for Kevin from you.
Yes.
Name a little bit of soap will never wash away my tears.
You do tell me. and to Kevin,
yes.
God has promised to be a father to the fatherless, my darling. And I know that you're going to see a lot of good things happening in your life.
Yes.
You have a wonderful grandfather to encourage you also.
That is Kevin Darling or Josh?
That is for Josh.
But you say Kevin Darling?
Yes, I say Kevin Darling and also saying Josh Darling also.
Oh, rock the cradle.
Fatherless, and you'll be a wonderful father to you, my dear.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. You're going to see wonderful and great things happening in your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Also have a great grandfather, wonderful and one and only, very small.
A great grandfather?
To encourage you.
I'm not his great grandfather, ma'am.
His father, Jerry. I said his father didn't say grandfather. Sorry. I don't know what he said. Jerry, you know, good morning to your guest you have there. To Delano, my darling Delano.
Hi.
Right?
How are you?
I heard you this morning on the program. And to Katie. Jerry, you know, I'm going to ask you again. I'm going to request the song again, you know?
Yes.
Sunrise by the Great Killers or by Sanchez for all the people who have lost their loved ones.
Yeah.
Whether it be fathers, husbands.
You hear what you're saying? Sunrise
and, you know,
by Sanchez.
Sunrise by Great Killers or by Sanchez Jerry.
Yeah,
and listen to me, I'm telling you. Just if him don't play it during the program,
yeah.
After the program when he's gone,
yeah.
Please play it for me. All right? All right, Jerry, bye.
All right. So when you can come rock my cradle, ma'am?
I'll tell you in private.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, Delano.
Yes, sir.
Before I hand over to Kwasi, the other day, just 2 days ago, we had Professor Brian Meeks here, and I was able to solicit an opinion from him. Because for some time now, some people been talking some things and being some of them being eminent lawyers. People take them serious when they said that the Parliament of Jamaica is the highest court in the land. And Brian Meeks, as an experienced teacher of government and politics, gave the opinion that the Parliament of Jamaica is not a court, much less being the highest court in the land. Yeah, you have heard of quite a few people, including A.J. Nicholson, John Jr., Omar Davis, and others saying about the Parliament is the highest court in the land.
It's something that people say from time to time. I mean, they say it in other countries too.
In other countries? Yeah. But the Parliament of Jamaica is not a court.
No, it's not.
It's a lawmaker. It's a legislator. Legislator
yeah.
mean maker of laws.
Yeah.
And then you have a court system differently to apply those laws.
And adjudicate and whatever.
Yes.
You know, it's not well.
But I think it's some delusion.
It's something that people say a lot too, you know. Yes, it's one of those things that stick with us. Cause you hear it, you know.
It's a delusion. It's that kind of delusion of grandeur when people building up their association to be some grand thing. You know.
Well, you know, it's something that born hearing.
Yes. And after a while, people believe it because look at Mr. Siaga. Mr. Siaga has ended up believing and has said so that Jamaica is PNP country. Is Jamaica PNP country?
No, it's not.
But if Mr. Siaga has submitted...
it's a perception.
No, I wanted to take a note
man,
that Mr. Siaga has said, why Jamaica is PNP country, because after a while he found it elections unwinnable.
It's the context, you know. It's the context. You know, I'm saying why I disagree with it. In the last election, out of every 100 persons who was on the voters list, 27 voted PNP, 25 voted JLP, and the rest of them never voted at all. You know, 48 never voted. So this is not a PNP country.
No.
73% of the country never vote for the PNP. So how can it be PNP? But what the problem is society in terms of, you know, the political, the civil society, the civil service, you know, dominated by the PNP.
I'm going to tell you this. I am trying to limit my comments and questions to you to 2 minutes. And we do it 2 minutes, because I know you could talk for 15 minutes on the topic.
I keep short, man.
But I think we can make a lot of use of the time and the space. Now hear this now. I don't know if you realize one of the reasons for this thought and this misconception is that the JLP is the NDM of the PNP, you know. You remember how the NDM emerged?
Yes.
The NDM emerged when Bruce Golden was frustrated at being classified as one of many not ready yet to take over from Siaga. Siaga was being asked, why don't you leave the JLP? And you're good, and you're a good manager, but why don't you leave the JLP and give it a chance to win election? Because as long as you are there, the JLP will not win. Siaga had to explain by saying, yes, I'm quite willing to do so, but I can't do so now because there's nobody here fit to take him over. It was said many times over the years, but Bruce Golden finally became really hurt by that and decided to leave the JLP, and several substantial people left with him. Not only substantial, 3 seats. 3 seats in the parliament left with him. And over a period of time, they concretized an idea that was being played around with for some time. The idea was being played out from a couple of years ago when they had a thing named New Beginning movement, where a lot of PNP people and JLP people and many other people were there playing around with the idea of breaking away from these two parties. And Bruce Golden came and capitalized on that spirit and formed the NDM.
Which are DK Duncan in
yes. People of all stripes.
Rascally and all sorts of people. Was a strong youth.
So now that's why I'm saying that the JLP was a similar movement in 1942 when Bustamante came out of internment and broke with the PNP immediately, and within a year and a half formed the JLP, because Bustamante was one of the foundation members of the PNP, and he was the protection of the PNP. Bustamante and the BITU was the physical, like what Portia Simpson Miller is to the PNP, the street protection. Because people don't understand how Portia Simpson Miller reached where she is now. She don't just reach years or so, you know.
I know.
She was able to protect them and keep them safe when other people were running away. She stand her ground, and her tongue alone could have lashed the JLP into submission. And Bustamante was this kind of vanguard for the PNP when he was there. So that's why I'm showing you that the JLP is the NDM of the PNP.
It's an interesting perspective, I must tell you.
I don't want to ram it down your throat. Is it?
Yeah, you have me thinking. But no, I would have said that though. I mean, the JLP really, when it formed in 1943, had its own views and positions and policies about what it was about, and differentiated itself.
Then the NDM never had its own views.
Yes, the NDM had its views and policies and so on. So, but the JLP had a much broader movement. I mean, it was a street movement, and you know where Dirty Labour had come from, you know, was because, as you know, it was the workers and the labourers who were supporting the Labour Party.
Exactly. Then, all right, how is it that the 18.5-year stranglehold of the PNP and Jamaica was broken? How was the 18-year strong load of the PNP broke? Oh.
You're asking some good questions.
It's easy, man. It's plain.
Well, I mean,
it's just 2007. It's just 2007.
The JLP was just unable to win elections in the 90s because it had a lot of internal problems.
Yeah,
as you know. A lot of internal problems.
Yeah.
So the PNP really was coming in and defaulting.
Yes, I know.
You never really had a strong, seriously active
then what changed?
party
What
candidates?
Yeah, so what changed?
At least 40 seats I can win.
So what changed?
Well, it started to change. I mean, it started to transform.
What started? No, hold on.
No. Yes.
Yeah, all right. What? No. One step at a time. What started to transform?
Well, there were changes after.
No. What started to change?
In terms of the party.
Yeah, the party started to change.
The party started to adjust.
All right.
More people came on board. Remember in 2002, the JLP won 26 seats.
No, we're jumping over the change. Something changed. Bruce Golden left. Went to the NDM,
came back.
And a movement was out there that looked like it was going to take life. What brought him back?
Well, he came back in 2005.
I know he came back. What brought him back?
Well,
it's not 2005, you know. He came back in September 2000. He came back openly in September 2002.
Yes, open.
What brought him back?
Came back open and then took the leadership later on.
What brought him back?
The NDM wasn't working out like how it was supposed to.
But he didn't come. He didn't come back to the JLP and knock and ask to be let in.
No. There were negotiations.
There's not that him board skate mash up on him and him got borrow.
There were negotiations and there were talks for a long period of time.
Yeah.
As you know.
Yeah, but what brought him back?
From 2000, and he decided to come back to the JLP.
Then wait, Siaga is a man who will just allow people to just come back, sir. Siaga is not a man. In Kwasi?
No, not at all.
No, but listen.
No, man, no. Let us look at it because we need to learn these things.
But there were pressure groups, so there are other people who were also there were saying, listen, man, it's time for us to sort out this problem.
Exactly.
Bring Bruce Golden back in.
Exactly.
And an agreement had to come.
And they insisted. They insisted that if you don't bring back Bruce Golden, we are withholding a certain number of $100 million. Not true?
Well, there was that.
Because what is Siaga's famous slogan?
There was a
C to C. What is Siaga's famous slogan? What about C to C?
The fact is, there was
it take cash to what?
Take cash to care.
And the cash people said if you don't bring back Bruce Golden.
Some cash people said that, and a significant number of them.
But this is what.
The view that the country was going down
but this is what broke.
The JLP needs to be united.
But this is what. This is what broke the 18.5 years of the PNP.
It played a major role, definitely. But also the PNP was there a long time, and I agree. I mean, it did play a big role in.
Then how is it that such a colorless personality, and I'm not disparaging him, you know. Because Bruce Golden doesn't try to be colorful. So even himself wouldn't be insulted by me saying it. How is it such a colorless personality, but one who depends so much on logic and truth and facts and them there, rather than color? How is it that such a colorless personality was able to lead such a disunited party to defeat the most popular person in the history of Jamaica party politics, Portia Simpson Miller? How that happened?
Well, you remember too, the PNP had a problem. When Portia became president of the PNP in 2006, early 2006, you remember the margin of victory between her and Peter Phillips was narrow. It was narrow.
And how people going on like it was an overwhelming thing. But then how people going on like it was an overwhelming thing.
It wasn't an overwhelming thing. But I remember at her swearing in, and I went to that swearing in 2000 March.
Went to what?
2006, her swearing in.
Swearing in.
Yes. When she got the presidency of the PNP, she became prime minister. And I remember everybody said, boy, you know, Portia is prime minister. You know, 78% approval rating at that time.
Yes, of course.
You couldn't believe it.
No, but we're jumping over. We're jumping over the third hurdle, and we don't pass the second one yet.
Yes.
And we will fall flat on our face at that rate.
Yes.
You said that the margin between ourselves and Peter Phillips was not that great. All right, proceed from there.
About 200
I think it's 300.
300 votes. Yeah. It was narrow.
Not yet.
It was 4,000 plus people voted.
So how did this lead to such a colorless person like Peter, like Bruce Golden, defeating the most colorful person?
Yeah, but let's also remember, 2006, you have to look at the year too. A lot of scandals hit the PNP, you remember Traffic Bureau, all of that. And at that time, the JLP was really much better organized. And that's when I came into the politics, actually. That's when I joined the party. And that's when I got involved in the public relations and the advertising and all of that. And when we had a good team then. I mean, we were really organized, and we started to point on these issues. We started getting good candidates in place across the country, and we managed to break the hold.
and you managed, hold on, and you managed the sound bites of the PNP, not least of which being the sound bite of KD Knight.
Yes.
Saying that what? It doesn't matter if the person is popular. Hold on. It doesn't matter if the person is popular. Yes. But if you can't hold the party together, the party is going to lose. Yeah. And you manage those sound bites properly. And so on and so on.
But we also accept that the PNP too had some fractures.
But is that KD Knight talking about?
They accept the PNP had some fractures.
But this is what KD Knight referring to. You don't hold the party together.
And the JLP was organized at the time and we pulled through with 32 seats. But that really was a big wake up for me too when we pulled through with the 32 seats, because I remember saying, why? We only win 32 seats, and somebody said, listen to me, man. Yeah. To break the stranglehold of the People's National Party after 18 and a half years is an achievement. Yeah. Because they have sort of rooted themselves.
You don't know that they were shell shocked. Hold on, you don't know that they were shell shocked.
I heard.
Them was none of them right, man. You never know that. You look like you're not right. You were so busy. Yes. You were so busy enjoying the victory and organizing the cabinet that you don't realize how well Portia Simpson Miller was not in her right mind for weeks.
Yeah.
You don't remember what she said the night of the election down at PNB headquarters?
No, what did she say?
She said she not concede.
Oh yes, I remember, yes.
Then we remember that. We remember that. You was busy, man. You had sip champion. You had sip champion, man.
Well, we were just happy to win.
And she said, I'm going to be your biggest
nightmare.
Fireboat. Or war boat.
Yes. 2 weeks after when they had the PNP conference, she said we're going to be a worse nightmare.
Yeah.
And she was. She was.
Yeah.
She gave it to the JLP while she was in opposition.
Yeah.
She was out there on the street giving it, and then she got challenged again, as you know, in 2008.
Yeah.
She won, and now she firmed up the party again, and unfortunately JLP had its problems and ended up.
Then what about the United States government have a say in this, you know? Just like how them have a say in the JLP, you know? United States government have a say in this.
The United States government is influential.
Yes, because if the United States government not going to approve you, if you try sideline Peter Phillips, you're going to have a problem, you know. I don't say Peter Phillips. I would never say Peter Phillips on a CIA.
Yes, we're not saying that.
Uno never said that, but some PNP people say that.
Yes, when you said that.
When it suits him.
He was awfully close to the U.S. government and the position.
No, but them know say him solid as a rock. Them know that, you know.
Yes, man. Yes,
and the IMF also know. And I want to tell her, why was Omar Davis not put back as Minister of Finance by PNP? Even as shadow, even as spokesman during them time. Why wasn't put there?
I don't know. Why?
If Omar Davis was put as spokesman for finance the PNP during the campaign against you and Wellness,
oh, yes.
the PNP would have never win, you know that?
It would have been hard. It would have been hard. Because it would have bring back memories of FinSAC and the economic disaster of the 90s. The reality.
They could never put him back there.
The reality.
So Phillips couldn't go back to
and the business
security
was turned off from Omar Davis. Everybody knows that. Because, I mean, the destruction of Jamaica with FinSAC.
So you say how much is by default, them win back?
That's an interesting point. So yes, I agree. Because when they won in December 2011, the timing, everything was just, it was crazy. Yeah.
But you want to come win by default now?
Who tell you that?
Yes, JLP want to come win by default.
Why you think so?
It's not by organizing, and it's not by taking a revolutionary change of leadership of the people of Jamaica that JLP want to win. They want to win by default.
No, man.
Yes, man. You want to win by PNP for problem.
The leader is quietly organizing the party in many ways.
Yeah, you have an unsigned. You have an unsigned letter. You sign the unsigned, undated letter.
No undated letter, man. No undated
letter.
Yet. No undated letter. But the fact is, the man is organizing the party, and let me tell you something. People are going to be shocked when they come.
Well, that you said. Well, I'm going to take a break, you know. You have to go answer to Kwasi when you come back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small, and we have with me my co-host for today, Kwasi Redwood, and he will now
Kwasi Redwood.
Yes, he will now take on. Eh?
You're related to former Senator Redwood?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah, man, it's my family.
Yeah. Elizabeth.
Right.
Right.
And one of them daughter, Miss Jamaica, you know, the first Rastafari, Miss Jamaica.
Tahira.
Zara.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right. Kwasi, I go deal with the case.
Man.
Yeah. Talawado.
Small, man.
Yes, Delano, I really want to focus on you and your politics, right? It seems to me as if we have several aspiring candidates from the G2K just going up. Is this the first time that members of the G2K have been going forward as candidates for the general elections?
Well, G2K was formed in 2000, and David Panton, Dr. David Panton, you recall, he ran, he never made it. He became a senator, then he eventually migrated. We had Chris Tufton, who ran, had a seat, was a good MP, never made it because, you know, whatever happened, he lost. And then myself and Floyd Green now going forward, and other G2K members going forward, Orlando Terrelang going forward, a number of us going forward. We decided to just roll the dice.
Okay. Why was the G2K formed, and what do you think that this shaft of members from the G2K going forward will change our politics?
Well, G2K was formed in 2000. Dr. David Panton and a group of young guys at the time, young professionals, met and said, listen, we need a organized, we need a dedicated, we need a committed party. So it was basically formed as a sort of support arm of the Jamaica Labour Party, because there was a feeling at the time that the party needed a much deeper sense of policy, a much deeper sense of organization, a much deeper sense of campaign management.
You mean some more brains?
Well, young professional to infuse the party so that it can, you know, get a lot more energy. And he met with Tiag, and eventually all them coalesced around G2K, and we developed G2K. And then since then, we have produced a lot of really good, you know, young leaders.
So
really.
How do you see yourself in terms of in public service? Do you see yourself as a public servant or as a benefactor of the people?
Well, I want to serve the people. I mean, talking no nonsense like, you know, what I hear everybody say, but I mean, ever since high school for me, I was a Calabar sixth form. I said, boy, you know, I really don't want to get into this politics thing, you know, because I never like how the country running. And, I know I'm very vocal, and I say, no, I can't sit down and allow the place just to fall apart like this.
But you know, it's a safer road to take to be a benefactor, to be seen as a benefactor to a person who granting favors, handing out, giving out handouts and so on. So what?
Boy, that culture is a problem for me already. Since I just get into this constituency as a caretaker, I have been hit daily with requests for whether it's back to school season. So man comes to, boy, I need some school bag, I need some book, I need some money, I need some pay a school fee. So the culture dependency in the country, that's the first thing that hit me. And I said to myself, this is a problem. I understand the economic circumstances, and I know people out there struggling. So obviously, I can't sit back and say, no, I reject this culture. I have help. Because if somebody comes to me and I know them genuinely in need, and I know I can arrange something for them, I'm going to arrange and get you some school bags and get you some books and whatever.
So don't you see another route though for you to engage people in self-help?
Yes.
In terms of rather than being a benefactor who's going to help them, to assist them in self-help, so that they are not depending on you, but learn to depend upon themselves.
Yes, but you know, boy, Kwasi, I'll be honest with you. Myself, Floyd, and a number of us talk about this a lot, because the truth is, the nature of the economy now, people can't afford that kind of politics again. I mean, some people still can, but it is ruining people, and it has turned people into, it has developed a culture of mendicancy, and it's not good. And I mean, I try to talk, I talk to young people, and you know, I talk to them, and I say, boy, you know, but you know, there's a problem in a Kwasi, because you know, me go down, I talk to someone at St. Thomas, and them sit down, and we are reason. And them I say, you know, you can talk all of this talk, but we need to, you know, work and do this. Virgin, no work out there, what for do? No work out there. I know that me not try. And when them hit you with that kind of thing, so I trying. Me not rob and kill nobody. Me try get work. And when me get work, me want to get this kind of pay. It can't pay a light bill. It can't cover my baby, them, whatever. It's a problem.
I understand, Delano. Yeah. But tell me something now. In that context, do you think your role in politics will change the landscape?
My role in politics? I want to contribute to a change in the landscape of Jamaica, and this is what have influenced my philosophy, Kwasi. The self-help approach has to be anchored by the need to grow and develop the Jamaican economy so more and more people can have jobs, so that they can have well-paying jobs or decent-paying jobs, so that they can have a basic, have a basic level of survival. That is what I'm pushing.
Okay, tell me something. You heard your president, G2K president last night.
I missed the Orlando's interview, and he and I went to talk at 12 o'clock about it.
But I can give you a couple of quotes. He said that must be the change that you want to see. And also mentioned to lead by example.
Yes.
More than anything else, he mentioned the need for more accountability in the system.
Yeah, there's no accountability.
And he said that he was in favor of recall of elected officials.
The possibility of recall.
Right. And of impeachment of those who are at another level. I think he will be a prime minister, for example. So is that...
Remember, Bruce Golding pushed a number of those reform proposals, you know. And when Bruce came to us and we talked with Bruce and everything, it's something that we discuss. It is something that we discuss with him, and it's things that we believe in, because the truth is politicians get a free run in this country. Politicians get a free run in this country. But what really disturbing me is just the silence of too many people in Jamaica, and people who are in a position of power. They're silent. They don't have no interest in going out there and fighting for causes.
So how important do you think that recall is in terms of changing the landscape of politics in this country?
Well, I think it will give people...
And can you just explain to the people what
basically it's a sort of system, and some countries have it, where if a certain percentage of the voters on the voters list in a particular constituency, if a certain percentage, usually about 30-35%, sign a letter, and it can be proven that these 35% sign it and say, listen, we have a problem with this MP and we want a recall, then it goes straight into an election. You have an immediate election. So it can have a revolutionary impact on the politics. But also, you know, to me, everything has to be in a base. I mean, I don't like doing things, you know, haphazard. We also have to say, what is the role of a member of parliament? What is the role of an MP? I mean, these are things we need to also discuss, because the role of MP really should be to be a legislator. But the MP them now turn into welfare bosses and have people running up and down and call you boss, walk on. I hate it. I don't like it. Nobody call me boss.
So, you think recall will be revolutionary? What kind of, what ways would recall be revolutionary?
Well, again, it increases accountability. Definitely increase accountability, because MPs, if they are clear on what they need to do, will work harder and will see that they deliver as much as possible to people, because they know that at any moment people can, if a set of people come together and push for a challenge, they can be challenged immediately.
So do you think that recall then should be the biggest constitutional reform that Jamaicans as a whole and that you'll be working for?
No, I think they're bigger, and the truth is I haven't settled it on what I really want to say, but I think there's a fundamental problem with the Westminster system in Jamaica. I mean, we inherited a lot of things from Britain. You know, when America gained independence in the 1770s, they just developed their system.
The rest of them gain it?
No, when they fought for independence.
I apologize. And again them gain it. You know.
Then they fought for their independence.
Yes.
They were able to fight and as such separate themselves from Britain and said, this is how we're going to set up our system. Yeah. And the first thing we're going to do is set up a constitution that give everybody inalienable rights.
Yeah, the first thing them say.
Yes.
There is no more king.
Yes.
The people them is sovereign.
Yes.
Right.
I don't want to waste the time. Go on.
People is the sovereign power. Yeah. What we
so,
did,
so are you affirming that the people is the sovereign power in our country here? Or should be?
I want the people to be at the top of the... Here's the problem. People in this country don't have any rights. You know? This is the problem. We have the Bill of Rights, and that was a good development, and that's something that Bruce and Noah really passionately pushed. And it took years to go through. It was very important that we had that. But there's a problem. The people don't have rights in this country.
Do rights make us sovereign, or do powers make us sovereign?
It's a very deep question. That's a very deep question.
No, the sovereign has powers, right? And it has powers. And for the people to be sovereign, they would have to have powers. And recall is one of the powers that they need to become sovereign.
It would help. But I'm telling you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Westminster system now and the way it is set up, where what we have in Jamaica is a bunch of garrison constituencies. You have people who lack certain seats and that sort of thing. We have a system where a bunch of MPs, where the Prime Minister is, while the Prime Minister has power, they're also shackled by the fact that they have to deal with the MPs around them and so. And I'm looking at the Republican model, and that I haven't settled on it yet because I need to study it more. But the model that the US have and other countries have, where you have a Congress, and there's a separation of powers between the executive and the legislature. I'm looking at that because I'm saying, President Obama is able to appoint his executive. He don't have to feel the pressure.
No. He's able to appoint his executive subject to review and scrutiny by the representatives of the local people all around America.
Exactly. Yes, by Congress.
So therefore, the sovereignty of the people is affirmed in everything there.
It is, well, it's not perfect, but it is the best. It's one of the best systems. To me, it's the best system.
I mean, okay, let me take this from a different angle.
You have a proper check and balance here.
You have one last exchange. Hold on, one last exchange before the break. Go on, Kwasi.
For the last 50 odd years, right, Jamaica has seen no economic growth. That's according to Dr. Damian King.
Well, what's the growth in the 60s and the 80s?
No, make him done.
I'm talking net over the time, right?
Yes.
And we are like second worst in terms of inequality of income in our region, and we are fourth in terms of the worst poverty level. We are not at this stage here. When we come back from the break, right, I want you to say what, recognizing the sovereignty of the people and giving them a recall, how that could possibly change the situation.
All right, let's go for a break. Straight up. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. We're going into the home stretch, not only of the program, but of an interview here with Floyd. Which Floyd?
Well, Floyd was last night.
With Delano. Delano Sivright. And Kwasi has just put a question to me. He's going to respond now before going to the next stage, the last stage of our program and interview.
Well, Kwasi, as it relates to record, they give the people the power to at any time. Well, there in some systems that you have a sort of cut-off, like they say, where they allow you up to 2 years, and then after that, then the right to record can be implemented. But either way, it gives the people an opportunity at any time to record their MP if they feel that the MP is not performing. And as such, it's going to increase accountability for that MP. And that is the key, because a lot of people in this country are not accountable to anything.
And do you then agree that to turn our MPs and politicians in general into public servants as in fact?
You know what? I don't know for sure, and I'm telling you why. Because I know. Let's assume say you have a PNP JLP. I mean, the country's PNP JLP. This is the problem. The PNP JLP has dominated the political sphere.
Well, I'm glad that
because when the recall comes, it's going to be a PNP JLP.
Well, I'm glad that we're going that we finally arrived there. Now we're going to read a few text messages and then we're going to take it from there. So, text messages. Because the people in Iraq regrouped and taken over back the oil zones, the world leader planning to airbomb them? Question. Next one. Greetings, Bongo Jerry. Please play enough Peter Tosh music today. Blessed Bush Doctor. Because Peter Tosh, this was an anniversary also of Peter Tosh assassination in 1987. Next one. If the African people was not under the spell of Christianity, we would take control of our own destiny. Jamaica is awash with the satanical symbols that account for all the wickedness taking place. Come from King Power. Long time don't hear from King Power. Next one. Jerry, you hear about the new multi-billion dollars ICT investment in Mantle owned by Black Brothers Incorporated? And yes, I heard Bunting talking about it, and I see the building going up. Yes. Next one. Jerry, you're a knowledgeable man. I heard a talk show yesterday. The former Workers' Party of Jamaica was funded by bank robbers. Can you shed any light on this? Well, no, we could ask Delano, Franklin. And we could ask Tony Harriott. And we could ask Lambert Brown.
And Paul Burke.
No, not Paul Burke. It's not WHPJ. He might know, but he's not WPJ. Okay. And we could ask Rupert Lewis. And we could ask, last one slipped
Trevor Monroe.
Trevor Monroe. Oh, that slipped me.
I don't know that slipped me. That's the first one you should ask.
Yeah, we could ask them. Yes, we could ask them.
I used to hear about man named Kappa.
We could ask them. Next one. Jerry, I know Sister P is the first I really feel the love that she says she have for Roger. Yeah, man, I know that she love Roger. Next one. Jerry, I think Daryl Vaz should get a thumbs up for his presence at the arrival of Roger Clark's body at the airport. Well, in addition to that, Daryl Vaz has been asked to play a part in the funeral as a symbol of the real friendship between himself and Roger Clark, and as a symbol of the civilization that could return to the tribalism and since Roger Clark is such an epitome of non-tribalists and so on, then why can't you be like that? Why are you talking about he's one of a kind? Why you don't be like that and make him don't be one of a kind? You, Portia Simpson Mill, and all the other people ever talk about, all current spends that talk about him are one of the kind. Then since him good, and since him break down the tension and all the things him do good, which I agree, then why you don't be like that? They don't want to be like that. There's a bunch of hypocrites. They don't want to be like Roger Clark. You only want to use Roger Clark. 15 man on a dead man chest. You want a bottle of rum. A Jolly Roger.
I met him a couple times, let me tell you.
And I'm talking about Roger Clark as the Jolly Roger now. I'm talking about the pirate flag. The Jolly Roger them a fly. Not the Roger Clark, you know. They are the 15 man on the dead man chest. Celebrating after one of them come red dead. Because you're going to open the chest and share the booty. That's what happened now. When one pirate dead at sea, them open the chest and share up the booty between the rest who survive. You know. You understand this? Anyway, I'm not quarreling, only attack hard. Next one. Listening to the Pistorius murder trial in South Africa, I'm so surprised that the South Africa don't use the jury system. Sole decision is on the judge. Well, so we live, so we learn. Next one. Jerry, that was a very commendable. It was very commendable of the Dean's family not to accept any free gift from the government. I buy them, I try buy out the thing. Errol Hobson. Thank you very much. Next one again. Jerry, Portia said Roger Clark is the best minister in God knows, also the PNP. That means she don't have any good minister left from Apache Lodge. She also said he's one of a kind, because she hear what we say now. And she refutes, say he's one of a kind. There's no more like him. There's no more like him in Jamaica. There's no more like him in the Parliament. There's no more like him in the PNP. Well, that's a disgrace. If Roger Clark is a good person, have certain good qualities, and you are boasting that there's no more like him in the PNP, and there's no more like him in the Parliament, and there's no more like him in Jamaica, a foolishness you talk. Roger Clark is a typical Jamaican. Contrary to what you are saying, that is only him stay so. He's a typical Jamaican, and that's why I'm resonate with people. Typical Jamaican, like almost a typical Jamaican. You might have not have the same combination of qualities in one person. The lady who have the sense of humor and who can bite back same time and reply to anything. She might not be fat. Or she might not brown, she might black, she might not wear earring. But Miss Lou is a typical Jamaican. And Roger Clark might weigh 2 times what me weigh. And him can drink 2 times what me can drink. And him can sword 2 times the amount of lady. But him is a typical Jamaican.
True that. That is true.
Yeah, hear me, man. Next one. Good morning, Jerry. When a police commit a crime, he should be punished twice as much as a regular man. Now him have twice of the responsibility, you know. Him really have twice the responsibility. Next one. Good morning, Bongo. Can you tell Jamaica how much police has come sent to prison since they started? I don't think they have sent any. And the object is not to send police to prison, you know. The object is to have an oversight body whose oversight will discourage bad behavior.
Exactly.
You don't want to send no one go to prison. You want to discourage bad behavior. I soon allow you to make a comment. I don't feel like but is that what I talk about? Next one. Blessed brother Jerry, I'm listening in Florida. Will there be a fundraising for student Miss Chin? Yes, little by little we are getting to understand, especially with the help of Garnet, how and where to help. And as she knows, she should hold her job, continue doing what she's doing, and I am sure that she's going to find her way out of this. And we're going to help one another. Yes, person from Florida. Next one, Jerry, what do you think of American football? Is it a stupid game which produces psychopaths like O.J. Simpson and Ray Rice? No, I don't think games produce a certain type of person, but a certain type of person will make it in a certain type of game. You don't understand? And a certain type of person will make it on a playing field on a level. And a certain type of person will make it on a playing field that is level. Next one, Jerry, good morning. All the politicians that are crying, a lot of them are fake. Majority of them glad that Roger Clark dead because in their hearts, he was a stumbling block. Well, that can be so. That's one. Mr. Small, listen to you almost every day from Canada. You should let people finish what they have to say before you cut them off. Well, I accept that. And I think I run the interview here with Delano Sivright differently. Because both him and Kwasi capable of expanding pump points for 15 minutes. And it's a good so 3 bull can run on one pen. So the whole we have to stop being bullish. You understand?
Right.
Yes, sir. Next one. Jerry, the minimum wage is $5,600. And I agree. And most of the people in Jamaica not earning even that.
Thank you.
It's only a minimum wage on paper.
Thank you.
It is not the minimum wage in Jamaica.
You know how much cane cutter get? $500 a ton.
I tell you.
Jesus.
Next one. Mr. Small, you should not encourage people not to take help from the government. They are getting back their tax money. No, there's a certain level of honor, and we cannot be bought. These are them that cannot be bought and sold. And these are them that are ungovernable. Learn that. And we're not quarreling. We just stand our ground.
All about self-government.
Yeah, man. No, I never realized that with the text message we would have such little time left. Now, do you understand? Yeah, man. But do you understand that for the young generation to straighten out Jamaica, and it's only the young generation can straighten out Jamaica, that we have to make some radical change in the politics of Jamaica.
Have to be radical. No choice.
That means the JLP cannot be the same, and the PNP cannot be the same.
Yeah.
Do you know that today PNP have no use for Norman Manley?
No, it's like, I agree with that.
Nor Michael Manley. Today PNP have no use for
I don't know what philosophy the PNP have now. I don't know.
Well, all right. Yeah. Well, no. The JLP need the same amount of change as the PNP. And we, the people of Jamaica, are not going to be confined to no choice between JLP and PNP. You don't know that?
Well, that needs to happen. But listen, more people need to speak up, Jerry. And this is my problem. There are too many people, including my friends. I have a lot of friends who don't speak up. All they do, they accept that there is a problem, and they say, how can I sort out myself? And if I can't solve them, say, alright, let me go migrate. And this is what is happening. You know, much of my friends, them gone Qatar and Oman, and some far out Australia, New Zealand. This is where some of our best and brightest people gone. Can them give up?
Yeah. Well, no. People will make changes. Them have to take courage. And them have to find a way to eat food independently.
Right.
So you have to can earn money outside of JLP, you know, or outside of Parliament.
That's how I operate. You know that. You know, I speak my mind. I'm not afraid of anybody. And I've gotten in trouble with my party all the time.
Me is like Adams, you know.
Yes.
Adams offer for run to PNP, you know. But him say, I just want them to know I will not be taking no orders from headquarters.
That can't work. That can't work in PNP.
It can't work in JLP.
It can work in JLP.
Then are you willing to be like Adams?
Well, the JLP have a greater room for independent thought. I must tell you that. And maybe that's why it was so fractious at some times. But it had a greater room for independent thought, because the JLP man has got up and say, this is my position.
I know it is an answer question, but still at the same time, as Fidel Castro did say, you know, if you talk out the whole of your plan, you can't talk out the whole of your plan. And that's why I must be able to overcome America. So I'm not blame you saying I talk out the whole of your plan. But remember, you know, don't count on our vote, you know. No, you have to take some action. You have to take some. It's a long-term thing. You might win the next election, you know, but remember, it's a long-term thing. I'm not giving advice on a coach tonight, you know. Come and tell us that we're not counting on a JLP or a PNP. We can't depend on a JLP and a PNP. The African people of Jamaica. I tell you that.
You have to go beyond that now.
Yeah, man.
But how? That's the question.
Michael Manley always wants to say Michael Manley have some courage, you know.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Then you can't find the amount of courage that Michael Manley have.
Well, we have the courage, you know. Don't worry, man.
Could I just say this, though, that I think that recall, if it is instituted, we start a trend where the people go beyond just the choices and to convert politicians into public servants.
But the people don't timid.
And make a change.
They
have been
timid. They need to go out the road and let them vote.
They need to go out the road.
Yes, they need to go out the road.
Garrison politics of the parties.
Look at St. Thomas here, you know. You better try to learn about Paul Bogle. But don't plan to get hanged, you know.
No, man.
No. I want to thank you. And I want to thank Kwasi. I want to thank my producer, Tanya Richards. I want to thank my production assistant, Shoshana Daly. I'm Barrington Campbell, technical operator today. Straight up.
Good afternoon. It's time for the midday news here on News Talk 93 FM. I'm Errol Lee. Coming up in this newscast, Mario Dean's family rejects government's offer to cover funeral costs. Police investigating overnight jailbreak at the Spanish Town lockup. NWC says recent heavy rainfall not enough to ease water shortage. And JPS concerned with the long wait for rate increase decision from the OUR.